Well, hello, hello, hello. It's the B2. That's right. It's been a while since we've done anything with Applied Energistics, so let's take a look at the current project. I decided about a week and a half ago to play a little Sky Factory 2. See what all the hype was about, right? Well, let's take a look at it. Let's grab us something to eat real quick. First of all, let's go through and look at our base. This is like the beginning level that we had. So, you know, the basic premise of Sky Factory, you start on a very small island, you extend the island to the sky, you fall a bunch of times, and if you're me, you fall a bunch of times. You start with like lava generators, and I've got them turned off right now, and you get some lava gens, and so you get these little fluid conduits, and you export them out of the crucibles, and you have like, I had an igneous extruder in here, and it was feeding all these cobblestone hoppers, feeding the crucibles, feeding the lava gens, and it's a big old party, right? You can see where the very beginning of my ME system was plopped into here with a little elevator, and my crops, which I still kind of use the crops. I'm still growing the Manicchio or Manicio or Manicio or whatever you want to call it, the stuff that gave me, boom, this flying armors. And look at that, the TARDIS hat that we got on there. I just like the fact that it starts with Tard, because that's what I look like in this hat. Anyway, and so you got a basic setup over here. We got a mob spawner over there, and then we got too big for this area. We moved up to here, and we had some automated stuff up here too. And then you can see where I took it all apart, and then went upstairs to build for the final build. And I'll show you what we're planning for the final. What I'm planning for the final build. That's my chunk loader I was stuck under. We did a whole 6x6 of factory blocks set up as a platform, and so we're going to kind of revamp this, but I had this kind of idea to build almost like a beehive type octagonal shape, I don't know. And then we were going to do some cool stuff, so I had about 3 other guys help me on the island. They lasted about 2 days, and it's been me for the past 5-6 days. Hey, and that's cool, right? So people want to play other games? Man, you want to be a happy gamer. You don't want to be a sad gamer. So what I plan on doing was building a room there. I'm going to build 2 rooms here. We're going to leave this for farming. And then a room here, build up that room, leave that for farming. And then we're going to have a bunch of farms here, but we're also going to have a fishing area, because in Sky Factory there are some challenges. And one of them, the next one for me, is to complete the angler. So I want to build a cool little pond to fish in. I only need one more quest to open up the expert quest, and then move on. But anyway, back to the AE system. So I thought, how cool would it be to build underneath here the 7x7, which is the max size you can build your AE. We know that from watching the previous videos. And I've got the glowstone in here with the factory blocks, just to kind of make it look all cool. And no matter who's in here working, you could step up to a terminal and do a little work in here, right? And I've thought about putting terminals on the backs of these 2 that would look cool, and even do the sides. I went with white, and I went with a dense cable into a regular smart cable. I just kind of think those look actually kind of cool. They look like little stations. You could probably put a chair there and sit in it and make it a desk of some sorts too, if you added some more. Anyway, I digress. So what I did was I made the wall here out of the ME drives, and I had this carpenter's door that I put ME drives in as well. It just looks goofy, but I was like, man, I kind of dig that, going into like the closet, you know. So that reminds me, we're running this whole thing off of solar power from Solar Flux, a mod that I discovered in Sky Factory 2. I had never seen it before. And so these are the tier 3, the solar panel 3. They go up to 6. And each one of these holds 850k RF, 850,000 RF. So I'm up to about, I don't know, 20 million in RF that I can store overnight. And as you can see, if I go down here and click on one of the panels, let me remove some stuff here. It will give you the readout, and it says 63%. So right now, basically, I can make it overnight. And it's generating 13, 15. See, then it's going to go to 16. The more sun it has, the more it generates, up to 64. Which is kind of cool, because now it's going to start to refill. Let's see. Yep. See, it's refilling now at 20. At 20 RF a tick, they're all refilling to 850k. So basically, I don't get down below 500k, and if I did, I could just add a couple of more. So what I'm going to do is add tier 3s here. I'm going to come over here and put tier 4s in here. I'm going to raise those up 2 levels. And then tier 5s will be in this area, and tier 6s will be there. So kind of a cool little mod. So anyway, I had to automate the first little thing, because in Sky Factory, you don't have any ores. There's nowhere to dig. You're in the sky. And so what you do is you can eventually make these little sieving stations, the auto sieve. Where did you spawn from, buddy? What? I mean, what up? Where did he come from? I don't see. Oh yeah. Yeah, on tops. Let me just torch those out real quick. I don't have the ability to toggle mods off in this one, or mobs off and make it all friendly stuff. Let's make that the same. Boom and boom. Oh, we missed. Boom. And then over here, but oh, horrible aim, B. Good thing we're not playing Heroes and Generals right now. So you get in here. This auto sieve is what's needed to find the ores. And so what we do is we have a process here. Let's start from the most simple, which is this, which is an igneous extruder, little lava, little water. It flows into a pulverizer, and this one is making gravel. And so the gravel flows in, and it comes out of this side, and you're going to see it pop down the tube. Whoop, there's one right there. It's going to pop out of here, come down the item ducts, and then bang, it's going to go into the sieve, and then down into, oh man, down into this ender chest. I'm not going to action it because it won't actually hit. It goes hopper to factory block. But anyway, if I go here, you can see this is also it's ender chest, and I'll show you where it's ender chest because you're going to want to see this. And I get questions about this all the time. How do you make it go into the ME system? And if you can see here, I got an ender chest underneath, and it's got a simple glass cable, nothing fancy, no dense cables, smart cables, nothing. And it's got an import bus, and so this ender chest, items will pop into the ender chest, and bang, it's going to import through here and pull it out into the ME system. So really a simple setup for importing into the system. And so if you think about it, items you want to go into the system, you need to import into the ME. Items you want to come out of the ME system, you need to export them out. So import, export, that's the easiest way for me to remember it, is to think about it as how it relates to the ME system. Alright, so where were we? We were back over here at ore gathering, and we were talking about just an application for gravel. Well, if you want to make marble or limestone, you need to have an igneous extruder, go into an alloy smelter, and I actually turned it off. So let's go ahead and did I turn it off? Oh no, it's just waiting. It's waiting on there. I turned this guy off. We'll enable him, and you can see how it starts to make more cobblestone, and it's going to push down into here, and then this stone will build here as it's sieving. So that's the operation, and this is going right into the ender chest at the bottom, right in there. Then on this one over here, you're going to have an igneous extruder making cobblestone. You're going to pulverize it down to gravel. You're going to shoot the gravel out and pulverize to sand, and then here you're going to sieve the sand. So it's a very simple thing, and we've got the item ducts over here. So you can see it just goes here to here, and here's how you set it into the configuration. Orange is always out when it comes to a thermal expansion machine, and then so you'll have blue in, orange out, and I'm going to show you this yellow in a second. And then you have blue in and orange out because we're coming out the side as you face it. You see how that works? We'll action this. It's orange here because this is the left side of it. So bang, it's going to come out into here, hit the hopper, back into the chest, and then import it back in the system. There's a lot of different ways to get this sort of stuff done. I just thought this was very cool, and this would be our room for gathering ore. Now this one, look at this. Woo, a 3-stack. 4-stack if you count the igneous. 2 gravel. 2 dust. Nope, that should be sand. Sorry. And then dust here. And then the dust comes through the tube, and I can show you why that happens. The dust is going to come through here to the auto siever, and we're going to sieve dust. Now, what happens is when you do this and you make gravel, there will be items that appear in this little hole down here, which is kind of like the overflow. If you think about the sag mill, how you get extra supplies through the sag mill, well, you're going to want to pop these out into here and have those also exit your system, or these will get clogged up and you'll need to do maintenance. I don't want to touch these anymore. I want to leave them, and I want to let them go. Let them go, let them go. A little frozen for you. So it's completely automated at this point. I don't have to do anything except throw my sword on the ground, which I've done 1,000 times. I don't have to do anything but come in here now, and I can look and say, what am I looking to get out of here? Oh, I'm getting broken copper, I'm getting my aluminum, and I'm getting my broken iron ore. And that's going to be step 2, actually. We are going to turn around and build another place, probably over here. Yeah, ore processing. We're going to do ore processing over here. So we're going to pull these out of the system, these iron ores, and we're going to make them, because you have to actually go back in here. I don't want to have to do this. Make gravel, cook the gravel in Sky Factory. Like, I just shouldn't have to do that. So we are going to make that automated, where it pulls those things out, makes those items, shoots them out, cooks them, and then all I have is ingots stacked up in here instead of having all these ores spread through the system. Sound cool? That's the next project. But I thought it would be cool to show you a little bit more about the ME system. And over here we've got 1K drives, we've got 4K drives, and you look, it's like old Nintendo right here, the old 8-bit. And then look at that, Super Nintendo. And then I don't have a 16, but the 64 starts going back to the old school deals there. So anyway, that's Applied Energistics in Sky Factory 2. There will be more videos coming out. We also are starting a new SAD Pack 3, so there will be a SAD Pack series going on too. Hope you guys will enjoy that, but you'll get to see it start to finish. We're doing a mega build, modern city mega build. Police stations, fire stations, hospital. We're going to have some farms set up. We're going to have a power grid set up. We're going to make a sewer system that contains all of the ME cabling and all of the power cabling too. So we're extremely stoked about that. I can't wait to start this project. We're just waiting on the pack designer to finish, and it should be sometime this weekend, which is August 14th, 15th, or 16th, and we'll get started. Oh, and it's raining bacon. Anyway, I hope you guys have had a great time watching the video. If you learned a little bit about ME system, especially as it relates to Sky Factory 2, and I hope you have a great day. See ya.